make it to go for president, and people actually believe his bullshit. That guy is such a tragedy to fucking this country. It's ridiculous. So let me ask you a question. As a business owner,
Okay.
do you pay your guys by the hour?
No.
So that's how you're going to get around so you won't have to bump them up, because now the minimum wage is going to go up to $16.
Oh, wow.
If you work at McDonald's, it's I think it's $15.50. So it's going to go $15.50 to $16. But if you work at McDonald's, you get $20 an hour. And if you are in the medical field and you're a nurse, you get up to $23 an hour.
Well, the nurses I could kind of understand. But what does Gavin have to do at McDonald's? He told McDonald's you got to pay your workers?
Yeah, that was his idea to make that happen.
McDonald's?
Yeah. Well, all the companies.
All fast food?
All, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, fucking The Habit, Jack in the Box, all of them, $20 an hour.
Wow.
I'm going to quit and go work at fast food, dog. You kidding me? That's crazy.
Yeah, $20 an hour.
So imagine, dude, if you were, like, let's say you were paying your guys hourly. Or if we sat down and figured out per pool, well, you're probably paying like $8 an hour. Cheap ass. No, I'm just kidding. Like, have you ever figured out what it is like per hour? Like, just
No, because the hours always vary.
Okay.
Like right now, they're putting in 5 hours, if that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's slow right now.
Well, there's no wind, water's cold, nobody's using them.
Right. So, but they still get the same amount per pool, right?
Correct.
Oh, so they're living it up right now. They're getting best of both sides, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Very much so.
It makes up for what they don't get extra in the summer.
Right.
Okay. So if you were, let's say you were paying them per hour. Let's say you were doing $12 an hour, $12.50 an hour. What's minimum wage? Is it $15.50?
You just said $15.50.
Well, it was like $7.95. Like, I haven't worked for minimum wage from forever, and these guys are past all that shit, so I don't pay attention to it. But I know that it's $7.95 in the state of California, and then there was a certain amount of time that they had, and then it was going to go to $12.50, and then $15, and then up from there. So I don't know where they are on that scope, but to go from that to, $20 or even $16 an hour, that's crazy. Are they going to go 22? 23?
A 40-hour week is $120 more a week. I don't think they'll go that high.
So what do you do to compete?
$1.50 more.
You think that's enough to pull people?
If you're going into that industry, I would think you'd want to go to the one that's paying the most. I mean, if you're flipping burgers, I'd rather go to the one that's paying me $22 versus $20.
So let me ask you a question. You're a journeyman in construction. You're making $16 an hour out in the fucking heat, just beating yourself up. Do you quit and you go to work at fucking fast food for $20 an hour?
Nephew who owns the AC company, that happened to him. People were quitting right when the beginning of summer to go work at Target.
Really?
Because the Target was paying more than what he was paying his guys.
Holy shit.
And they're like, why am I going to go in an attic that's 140 degrees when I can just go to Target?
Wow.
He couldn't compete.
Is it because you went to school to learn all this shit? Why are you going to give all that up? But yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is going to cause so much upheaval. And I wouldn't doubt if fast food places started pulling out of California. If, in fact, the law stays in place.
I just think they're just going to raise the prices. I mean, obviously, they're going to pass that on to the consumer.
Well, yeah, but how much more can you raise? So McDonald's don't have a dollar menu no more. They probably haven't had a dollar menu in forever, right? Because what's the cheapest thing on a dollar menu? $1.50?
I have no idea. I haven't been a minute since...
Oh, that's right. You don't.
No, I'm just saying. It's funny because remember I told you a month ago, my wife and I have been seeing that commercial for Burger King.
Right.
Dog, we went to Burger King last night for the football game.
Okay.
It was so nasty.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm kind of sick. So, by the way, if you hear me with my mocos and stuff, just my apologies. But, so some of it is the fact that I couldn't taste as well.
Right.
But, dude, it was so nasty.
Was it just not hot?
No, it was what it was.
Really?
It's just that my wife says my palate has just changed because I kind of cut it all out. The fast food.
Oh yeah, that could do it.
And because we both got chicken sandwiches, and what was drawing us to Burger King was the onion ring and fries.
Oh, the 50-50?
50-50. So my wife, when we got there, she's like, look, I don't want the fries, I just want the onion rings. So we got her that, and then I got the 50-50. So on the way home, she starts digging in the bag and starts eating onion rings. So she gives me one, she's eating one, she gives me a bite of one, she eats one by the time we get home, right? So when we sit down to eat,
you don't have any onion rings.
Yo,
that's fucked up.
I had 3 onion rings and a big ass thing of French fries.
She did you dirty, bro. She did you dirty.
But yeah, I was like, wow, I was really disappointed.
That's interesting. Like I'm a fan of Burger King. I've always been a fan of theirs. The place I really don't care for is Jack in the Box. Now, there's one thing on their menu that in a clutch is or hungover is the best. Is their fucking their breakfast Jack, where it's just egg, ham, and cheese on a hamburger bun. And but it's like even the fucking bread is greasy on the outside. Is good. What I don't like is their hash browns. I don't know if they don't change their oil often enough. I don't know but the hash browns taste funny.
Is it sticks? Is it medallions?
No, it's a patty like
McDonald's.
Yeah, but wider, like bigger. And they don't cook it very long, so they're really like it's just soggy, greasy potato softness in the middle. So you're kind of like when you eat something that used to be greasy but has been sitting around and you get that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. Their food's like that. That particular food is like that for me. I don't really care for their hash browns.
I would take Jack in the Box over Burger King myself.
Really?
Yeah, dude. There's sourdough Jack and
their meat tastes funny, dude. Ever since after that whatever it was where people were dying off of the meat.
Mad cow disease.
Yeah, and then they changed. It wasn't on mad cow, but there was something wrong with they had tainted meat or some shit.
Yeah, from a cow.
Yeah, but he wasn't mad. Ever since they changed the meat, it just tastes funny. It tastes like high school hamburger meat to me. Do you remember the hamburgers from the Wigwam?
But those are because that was all horse meat. You was eating horse back in elementary and junior high.
I ain't mad at it. I did what I did. I has to survive. That fucking fake meat. The what is it? Beyond?
No, I don't.
None of the Beyond Burgers.
No, I don't even know if they're around as much anymore.
Yeah. All the places still have them.
Really?
Yeah.
One spot I thought stopped selling it because they were like, yeah, we're done with it. I could have sworn they had stopped. One place at least for sure.
Well,
but you just don't see the commercials for them anymore.
Right. Well, because you don't have commercials anymore. You have just TV with shows. It goes black for 2 seconds, and then the next piece of the episode is on. Just lovely. I love it.
But I have to admit, dude, Jack in the Box, the variety, kid. You could get some jalapeno poppers. You could get some panko onion rings. You could get mini tacos.
I'd rather go to Carl Jr.'s and get the.
Don't tell me.
What?
Don't tell me.
What?
Don't tell me fried zucchini.
Yeah. That's the best, bro. Who used to make it really good with the zucchini dipping sauce was fucking Black Angus.
Okay.
They used to do the wagon wheels.
Yeah, the wacky, the wacky wheel.
And
That's right.
the worst, not the worst, but my least favorite place to get them is like Goodies, because Goodies makes them like fucking pickle spears.
Okay, yeah.
So there's not enough breading per bite because it's so thick. Like they have to double bread them or something. There's not enough ratio there for me. You know what I mean?
I don't know. She might get mad, but I'm gonna do it for the show. I'm gonna have to put my old lady on blast.
Okay.
She loves Carl's Jr. fried zucchini,
Oh, that's the best, dude.
and for a minute they weren't selling them,
Yes. I'm right there with you, Hilda.
and she was getting hot.
I was, because I'd tell somebody, hey, order me. They don't have them, Dad. The fuck you mean they don't have them?
Kid, she was getting hot. I'm talking, she was ready to call a corporate office.
Wow. So fuck that. We're writing a strongly worded letter right now. Holy shit.
And then all of a sudden, she happened to go to it once and, "Hey, do you have fried zucchini yet?" And they were like, "Yeah." She's like, oh. She became whole again.
The only problem, it's really good. The fried zucchini there is excellent. I just don't like the ranch sauce they use at.
It's the, what do they call it?
The buttermilk ranch or whatever it is, or house sauce.
Yeah, house.
I don't really care for it.
Yeah, I don't eat it anyways.
If you got like Greek yogurt and you put in that with a little bit of fried zucchini or with a little bit of zucchini zest in it and whatever else they put, that should be banging. But because it's refreshing. Have you drink zucchini water?
What?
Or what is it? Not
Cucumber water.
Cucumber water, yeah.
Not by choice, but I don't have,
Really?
Yeah.
That shit is delicious.
Yeah, my wife likes that. It's a Mexican thing, I think.
Well, yeah, because we'll slice up a fucking cucumber, put lemon and chili on it, and that's a snack.
Yeah, I mean, she's really big on. At Manuel's wedding, when he got married in Mexico,
Okay.
they were serving cucumber margaritas.
Ooh.
And dude, she was on it. I mean, every place we went to after that, you got cucumber margaritas, and they're like, no. And when a spot had it, she'd be in love. Mm. She loved it.
So we're going back there.
She said it was really refreshing.
It is, dude. There's something about it. There's something in the cucumber that just makes you. It lightens.
I don't know if I told you, my refrigerator has, it's got the water dispenser on the outside,
right?
But it's also got a pitcher on the inside.
Oh, okay.
And in the pitcher, it's got one of those them barrels in the center that you can put fruit or something in it.
Oh, okay.
So when it automatically fills up, it's like, so you can toss some cucumbers in there if you want.
Nice.
Yeah. We don't do that, but.
Wow. I didn't know if refrigerators did that shit. That's fancy schmancy. No. Where was I going with it?
Cucumbers, Mexicans.
Yeah, that's a big thing. She probably drinks those fucking Gatorades, right?
Hell yes.
She carries a little tahini with her so she can put it in there.
No, she don't do the tahini, but yeah, she likes that cucumber Gatorade. Once she found out about that, she's on the hunt for those.
Dude, look,
too, especially in the summer.
I'm gonna tell you what to put in her stocking, okay? They sell the little things of tahini, and they sell the little bottles of chamoy.
What's chamoy?
Chamoy is like that. It's Mexican sweet and sour. Okay. It's the easiest way to explain it. It's that thick red shit that they put on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you get her a little thing of that so she can put it in her truck or in her purse. And when she has one of those, she just adds a little bit of both of those. She'll be in heaven, bro.
Honestly, she's not big on the tahini nor the that red candy stuff you just said.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of Mexican is she?
Yeah, tahini she'll fuck with, but that red stuff's not a big deal to her.
Really?
Yeah, my son's into that. There's a drink over at Casablanca. Got like pineapple chunks, mango chunks. Got that red shit on the rim. Mm. He's into that.
I get they call it like right here at this Michoacana, and then there's the one there in Cat City, and I get the mangoñada there. It's fucking. So
I think that's what it is actually.
Okay, so they do two different things. They can either make it out of like shaved ice, or they have a mango sorbet. So if you do it with them, it's so much better with the sorbet than the ice. What is it? What's that store right there? Not Castanelas. What is it? The Mexican grocery store right there by your house.
Cardenas?
Cardenas likes to make it with the shaved ice. They don't do it with the sorbet, and it's so much better with the sorbet. They put that shit on there like that's like a Mexican caramel macchiato. it's got that set, or like a fucking pumpkin spice latte. It's got that same kind of lives in Mexican women's hearts, Mexican people's hearts, like those do. And they're fucking delicious, bro. They are so good. And they put all the chamoy and all that shit, and then they put these look like rabbit pellets, but they're not. They're of tamarindo, and they're dusted in that like a red sauce, like a chili powder. Shit is banging, bro. Man.
Back to the everyone in fast foods getting raised and minimum wages going up. I would think that means that everybody's going to damn near get a raise, including you.
Well, I think that people are going to have to band together to get that, because they're gonna be like, well, we're raising it because it's the law, not because we want to give all these new knuckleheads a $5 fucking raise or a $3 raise, whatever it's going to come out to. You know what I mean? What does McDonald's start people at?
I have no idea.
16? It's a $4 fucking raise for pushing a button of a picture.
$4 if you're making 40 hours. If you're doing 40 hours a week, it's $160 a week.
Yep.
Another $6,000 a year.
$40,000 a year, dude.
Wow. But I'll tell you what. When back to me getting that Burger King, my wife and I, and the dog, we took a ride to Burger King last night. Dude, $26.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Well, they were somebody showed back east somewhere that there was a McDonald's meal that was like almost $19 for the meal. For just a single meal, dude. Like, that's crazy. Like, yeah, you're gonna get a $4 bump, and so is everything at the grocery store. Like, what? They're not just gonna give you a big get up like that and be like, oh, okay, cool, we'll take it in the ass for the $4 an hour for all of our employees. You know what I mean? Like, what do you really think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Just like these lawmakers, what the fuck do you think is really gonna happen?
Newsom is going to run for president.
I hope he doesn't win. He's going to fuck this country up.
He's going to run. So what he's doing is he's laying the groundwork for potential voters when it comes time.
Yeah.
Remember I got you that bump in your money?
Yeah, well, he's doing that, and he's doing all this gun law shit, which it's backwards. He's going after the law-abiding citizens instead of, like, he wants to tax bullets, and he wants to tax gun makers, and he wants to blow. Hey, why don't you tax all the felons that were using those fucking guns committing the crimes?
Because they don't have no money.
And? So put them to work while they're in fucking jail.
Well, they're going to do that anyways.
Fuck that. You can solve immigration. Put up a fucking wall, and every motherfucker that's convicted and used a gun and killed somebody, put their asses to work in the fucking field and let them pick our fucking fruit and our vegetables and all that bullshit. Fuck the dumb shit. Why should we have to pay for their fuck-ups? We already pay for them to live with a fucking TV, 3 hots and a cot. I mean...
But the thing is, they have no incentive to go out there and pick the vegetables.
Yeah, they do. If you get shot, if you out there and you ain't doing shit, we'll add time onto your sentence. But see, that's the problem, because what they do is, oh, well, he's a lifer. What do you do after that? Right? So you give somebody a life sentence without the option of parole. Okay. How do you get them to listen?
Yeah, you got to totally make a strong point, because he don't care.
And
He or she.
or you get you'll get the death penalty if you do that. They can only kill me once. But I mean, that's the attitude that you're up against. How do you change that going forward? How do you get people to comply with what you want? You know what I mean? Like, that's the scary part. Like, you can only take somebody's life once. Oh, like these guys. Oh man, I got 20 life sentences. I'll be in here for 2,338 years. Oh, great. So if somebody doesn't shank you within the next 5 years, you're gonna live till you're like 80, and any of your hospital trips that we have to pay for.
You see, old boy that killed George Floyd got shanked.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Man, I'm telling you, dude.
I didn't think they stuck him in a jail that he's with other inmates. Like, I figured he'd be more in I wouldn't call it a white collar prison, but more,
Well, at least he wouldn't be in Gen Pop. Is that what you mean? Like general population? He would be in some sort of protective custody or something in there. But yeah, dude, man, if they want to get you, they're going to get you in jail, bro. You know what I mean? If your name's up, it's up, dude. Fuck, ain't nothing you can do. You just take it. It's all you can do. But yeah, I think if Newsom gets it, bro, he's gonna do some fucked up shit in this world, bro. I'll tell you that shit right now.
How old were you when you worked at Burger King?
14 and a half, 15?
Oh, all right.
Why?
I didn't know if you worked there in your 20s.
No. I'd have shot myself if I were still there in my 20s.
Because my question to you now is this.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go back to being 25 again, would you do it?
If I can go back to being 25 again?
Yes.
Yeah.
You would?
Hell yeah. In a heartbeat.
Now, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You could go back to being 25, but you still have the knowledge of what you had at 25. It's not like the knowledge you've gained since 25 till now, you're taking that with you.
That's okay.
Really?
Yeah, I'd do it again. Fuck yeah. Those was the good old days, boy.
I don't know, man. I don't think I would.
No?
No.
Why?
Because think of all the stuff that you did that could have went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
She didn't know no better. And if we go back, we still won't know no better.
Yeah, but let's say that one time when you went right and you got lucky because had you gone left, something bad could have happened. And this time around, you might not go right. I was thinking about this. It's like I'm in a pretty good place right now.
Right?
So, I mean, aside from the wife and kids, just, it's like...
Wait a minute, were you already married at 25?
I think I got married around 25.
So you'd have to go back a few years before that.
Yeah.
To make a difference.
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, how many times did you almost get in a car accident?
Yeah, probably quite a few times.
And see what I'm saying? And if you running a chance on that happening again, but that those times that you missed it by a second, by an inch, I don't know if I'd want to risk it. I think shit is too good for me right now to say, I don't know if I can get better.
Well, I always said, I said this growing up, and I've done fairly well at sticking to it, and I always said I don't want to be the what if guy. I don't want to be on my deathbed and said, man, if only I would have, fuck it. Sometimes you got to just say, what the fuck? And you run with it. And you get what you get. Now, I'm not saying that, now if you're listening and you're young, I'm not saying that, what the fuck, just run into a burning building. I'm saying, assess the situation. figure out what your outcomes can be, and do the bad outcomes outweigh the good outcomes? What the fuck? You got to live life, bro. You can't worry about what if.
Okay, you were in the radio industry for X amount of years.
Correct.
Okay, but what if you went back and those opportunities didn't go that way, and you were only in the radio industry for 6 months?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Things could change all over.
So, what I'm saying is, you're willing to everything you've accomplished up to this point, all of your experiences up to this point. You're willing to say, "Yeah, I'm willing to scratch that and roll the dice again. Maybe things will turn out better. Maybe things will turn out worse."
Well, wouldn't I stay here and another 25-year-old Mingo go back to that point in time? Because I'm already here living this life. So now you're talking some fucking Marvel, dimension shit. Because
no, I'm just saying, you wouldn't be here. A genie comes up to you and says, "I'll put you back to being 22 years old. You don't know anything. You can't take any knowledge that you've gained back with you. It's just like you just start all over again."
Now, when you just said that, we would be like, let's say we decide, hey, fuck yeah, dude, let's go, Tony. 22 years old, let's do it. And right before the genie zapped you were like, but wait a minute. You're going back to being 22 without 21 years of knowledge. Feel me?
Without 21 years of knowledge.
Right. Because you're going back to a what if of not knowing what you've done up to 22. Because it's different, right? Because what if the younger you went left instead of right and already fucked shit up by the time you went back at 22?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, you don't know, yeah.
So you go back to 22. If we went back we wouldn't know how to act. Like let's say, okay, you're gonna go back to 22, and he takes you back to your age 22 now. So that means you got to know how to be a influencer. You got to know, you know what I'm saying? Like we would be so fucking lost in this world. You'd have to know what gang meant. You'd have to know, Fizz, Fizz and Glizzy and all the Cap and all this other bullshit. You got to know what all that means, and you have 21 years of
Yep. So, like I said, do I want to give up what brought me to this point now and roll the dice and possibly something happening and me and my old lady didn't work out. We broke up while we were dating. And I wound up with some chick with 3 or 4 kids already. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'd want to roll the dice on that. I think I'm pretty good where I'm at, so I'll pass on going back. Because again, not knowing what you know now, you're just gonna do it all over again. And like I said, one of those times you went right, you just happened to go left for whatever reason, and just everything changed.
Yeah, but what if you go further left and things are even better for you?
Yeah, there's that possibility too. So you still do it?
Yeah. Here's a question. Why don't you go further left now and see how much better things can get for you?
What you mean by that?
Because, you said, you're making decisions, and you're going to go back and, you could make a decision that changes your life. Well, why don't you make decisions that change your life now that'll make it that much better? Don't make the bad decisions. Make the good decisions. Like, let's say...
All my decisions are good.
just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Take fucking Tony to the hospital. The bitch has got a fever and he's delusional.
Yeah, I'm not following you.
Well, let's say, you know, you go back, right? And let's say, or right now, instead of saying, you know what, I think I want to, you know, I'm 52. I don't have a lot more years being on the field, but I want to still be able to grow my business and have it. So I'm going to go back to school, and I'm going to go to business school, and I'm going to learn how to grow my business, and then I'm going to hire people to do the job, and I'll just sit home and collect the money or expand instead of just being okay with what you have now. Because you live a very good life. Everything's good. Like, you know, there's not, you've said it before, there's no drama. There's nothing going, you know, wrong or extra right or anything. So you're living status quo, and that's okay. It's one of those things that's kind of like what we talked about, like, as long as there's food on the table and the roof over my head, life is good.
Right.
It's kind of that attitude, but you know, you've got a really nice roof and an excellent spread.
But in regards to me, for example, why would I want to take on more headaches at this point in my life? I mean, because I'm already like.
Well, it's only a headache because you don't know how to do it. You have a point to an extent, but I mean, why wouldn't you do stuff to better yourself right now? Like if you had,
but what you're saying is in regards to what I'm doing now.
Well, even then, like so let's say, fuck it, you're gonna take those the gym membership and shit that the guys bought you back for your birthday and actually use them and maybe start going to the gym and work on your physical fitness. Like you can make changes like that now, and because you're not 22 anymore. Now you're 52, and you know that physical fitness is key, and this is what I have to do to maintain it. And my guys have already set the pace for me or opened the door for me. Let me handle my business. Why do we have to go back to change our future? Ooh, knockout, pow, pow, pow.
Ain't nobody said to go back to change your future. I was just saying to go back to 25 to 25 or 22.
Knock out some of that cooch you didn't get a chance to. I feel you.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, I'm already on track to set myself up for the future. So.
Oh, so you're giving me the opportunity because you think I'm fucked up?
No, not at all. It's just. How should I say? I'm not necessarily just spinning my wheels at this point in my life.
Right.
Just because,
But that doesn't mean that things can't be better.
Well, everything could always be better.
Right.
But I don't necessarily think. Well, of course, everything could always be better. But I don't think I'm in a stage or a point where I need to. As far as like a career thing or like a retirement thing, I don't think I'm in a position where I need to say, "Oh, I need to do more because I'm retiring soon" or something along those lines.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
Because when I'm done, I'm done. I'm not looking to bring on more headaches.
To backslide.
Right?
Yeah.
Not backslide, but it's just. I mean, that's a young man's game. I'm good. I'll be all right.
All right. So let me ask you a question. What's your favorite Christmas song? Just out of curiosity.
If I had one,
I know what you're gonna say. Is fucking Mariah Carey?
No.
Or Boyz II Men?
No.
Oh.
I think my favorite Christmas song would probably be
Jose Feliciano.
The Waitresses' Merry Christmas.
The Waitresses' Merry Christmas?
Yes.
The fuck is that?
The Waitresses. Remember that movie, that show that was on TV?
Mel's Diner?
No. Square Pegs?
Holy shit.
Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yeah?
They sang like the theme song, I think.
Okay.
They had another hit song, I think. Let me see.
Square Pegs.
You don't remember that show?
I vaguely. Like, fucking vaguely. Yeah, I was watching the other day. I was looking for just something for the background.
I Know What Boys Like. Square Pegs. I guess the song is called Christmas Rapping.
Leave it to you to come up with some fucking obscure B-side.
You don't, come on, this is a classic.
That ain't no classic, fool.
Wait till it starts singing. Wait till the chorus kicks in. It's coming. It's coming. Here it is. Oh, no. When it go Merry Christmas. Taking a little longer than expected, but you know, you asked. Here it comes right now. You ain't never heard that?
No.
You're tripping.
You're just as bad as like coming up with a fucking Menudo song.
You're tripping. That's a classic
Holy
right there.
shit, dude.
You're crazy.
I got two. I got Jose Feliciano.
That's a classic.
That's a classic. And then what was it on? Beat Street.
Christmas rap?
Yup. 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 How the fuck's the song go? Yo ho ho, Merry Christmas, my foot. Here's what Santa really put under my so-called tree, looking like nothing but a decorated pole to me. Was it yo ho ho? What was it? My name is Santa. I got a big bag. Now guess what's sitting? Something for the rich, something for the poor, and Merry Christmas and ho ho ho. And then Merry Christmas in Hollis, Queens. I thought you was from New York. Like, what's going on with you?
I think New Kids on the Block had one.
Oh my God, dude.
Let me see.
I thought you hung out with black kids in high school, in elementary school.
New Kids on the Block had a classic too.
Yeah. And so did Mariah Carey.
No, forget Mariah Carey. She's whack.
I'm glad you said that.
Why?
That's she whack, but fucking Four Pegs is the shit. The fuck out of here.
Square Pegs.
This guy.
Oh no, that New Kids is whack. But we're almost done with these Christmas songs, kid.
I know, bro. This December has gone by. I had this conversation with like 2 or 3 different people, and they've all understood exactly what I meant. Has gone by fast, slow. So like, there's parts of the day that go by really fast, but actually really slow.
I feel like it's almost really not Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
Yeah. But I know it's gonna hit in the next few days.
Well, it's fucking 6 days away, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, look, today is the 19th, right? I'm usually, like, the last 2 years, I've kind of let it go on. But by now, everything's wrapped and at my brother's house. Bro, I still got fucking bags on the couch that need to be wrapped and put in boxes and wrapped and taped and, you know, marked with who they go to. I'm nowhere near fucking done.
Rapping.
I'm done buying shit. I'm gonna start. If anybody else needs it, I'm gonna be in the backyard whittling shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna be cutting down branches and whittling you guys a fucking pipe or some shit. I don't know. Little reindeers out of fucking wood.
You done buying your 5 presents and you think you want a pat on the back?
There's a shit. Well, yeah, you know. Fuck yeah. How many? Okay, I think we talked about it before, but on average, how many presents do you buy every year?
For all,
how many?
all the way around?
All the way around.
All the way around?
Yeah. Did you tip all your people again? Your barber and everybody else? Or you cutting your own hair now?
Yeah, I cut my own hair.
All right. Tip yourself.
But all the way around on the Christmas presents, kid, probably 50, 60.
Holy shit.
But you got to figure my kids are getting like 10 things each, 10, 15 things each.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
Then there's my old lady. Then you got my nieces and nephews' kids.
Now, do you actually go out and buy for your old lady, or do you just give her a stack of money and be like, here, go buy yourself something?
I get her stuff.
Yeah.
I might. Usually, I don't think it's going to be this year. I usually get her like a Macy's gift card as well.
Okay.
You know, just in case the stuff that I got her didn't work out.
Right. So, when you said not this year, does that mean you think you knocked it out of the park?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm patting myself on the back this year.
What'd you get her? I'll bleep it out. we'll bleep it out.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I got all 3 of them. Joint. So you telling me I didn't knock it out of the park with that?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know if we knocked
You
it
got
out
to
of the-
remember something.
What?
This is a family thing. I'm not a bachelor. You know, a bachelor wouldn't appreciate that gift.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm just not a sentimental cat like that.
Is it sentimental?
Yeah, bro, their memories from. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me write that number down too. But yeah, I think that's a sentimental gift. Like
Okay.
you like that's a tearjerker. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's a tearjerker.
It is,
but,
bitch.
But
you know it is. Don't
it's
say
not,
it's not.
It's not a tearjerker, but it's like, holy shit, this is.
You're right. You're the only one that's gonna be crying when they open them. Because I tell you what, a couple of years ago, after my parents passed, I think it was both of them had passed already. My brother and his wife had gone out of their way, and they did these really cool things for us that had my mom and my dad on it. And we were like everybody's all happy and having a good time, and we open up these gifts that they give us, and everybody's like, oh shit, I got choked up right away, and I was like, fuck, dude. So yeah, I think you're gonna have that kind of effect.
I don't think so.
No?
No. But I think they're gonna be like, oh, this is cool.
Cool. So where's my PlayStation 5? I'm just kidding.
But again, so like my kids, they each get, 10 to 15 things each.
God damn.
And my old lady gets like 10.
So are you so Christmas, you're a big gift giver for your kids. What about like on their birthdays? Are you just as big?
Yeah. I think on their birthday, they probably get like 1 or 2 big things versus a bunch of like a sweater and a shirt and some pants and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then like a big meal.
So when you say that you like 10 things like that, so it's like shirts and pants and just
Yeah.
got little
Christmas,
things,
yeah.
not big ticket items all the time.
Correct, not all the time,
Okay. All right.
but some of the times.
What's your nut? What's your Christmas nut? You want me to bleep it out? I don't know if I can make the bleep go that long because I know it's going to be a big number.
Yeah, you'll bleep it out, but we're Probably like,
Get the fuck out, really?
yeah.
No way, that can't be right. On 50, what you said, let's say call it 55 gifts.
Well, this year. Okay, let me put it this way. That amount for Christmas in general. How's that?
So you're saying 50, right?
You gonna bleep that out too, right?
Yeah.
No.
Holy shit, Tony, really?
Yeah. You gotta remember, I'm talking like this time of year in general. Okay, because you figure the Christmas party.
Okay, so you're adding all that in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm adding all that in.
So that's like, this is more like your December nut.
Right.
Okay.
Fly my son down. Presents. Dinners. Presents. So I'll give you another example that we'll bleep out.
Okay.
You writing all these numbers, you writing all this stuff.
I got it in my head. I'm
Matter of fact, I shouldn't even say it because we might forget.
No, I got it in my head. You're good. Good.
No, I need you to write it down.
And I got it in my head, bro.
Nope,
Good.
nope.
All right, hold on. So, 40, 410, 4710 is the one now, and the other one was 46. Try, go ahead.
All right, you sure?
Yeah.
On
Okay.
that was, and then when we got back, my old lady bought. That was a good. It's like a longer one. So that's two
Like
there.
one?
Right. So that's two there.
Holy shit, dude. I thought, fuck, I'm doing good. I spent like $400 for Sebastian. I don't know if he's right outside or not, but I bought I swore I would never do this, and I kicked myself in the ass for doing it because just it's not me. But he has this pack.
Mm-hmm.
I bought him what are those fucking shoes?
Uh-huh.
The trucks, they have them. So I bought him a set of those, like $200 for a pair of fucking.
Damn.
But they match. I was like, oh shit, okay, that's kind of hard, but I'm gonna get. You know what's gonna happen though? He's gonna get beat up for wearing all that shit in LA when he goes to school or whatever, and come back barefoot and fucking no backpack and shit. I'm gonna feel bad. Got his ass whooped for some, but god damn, Tony. So did you spend more on your son or your daughter this year?
Well, it always evens out.
You guys are pretty good about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, like I said, now double what I just told you, average.
Fuck. That's crazy. You doing big things.
So what was your nut? What'd you say? We can bleep it out, don't worry.
Maybe. I would probably say no more than 1,000, if that. I don't think I made it. I don't think I made it to that. But I would be willing to say that it would be that.
Okay, we're gonna beep this out too. So write down the time.
Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
That gift that I just told you,
Yeah.
because I bought 3 of them, one for each of them.
Which one?
The
Oh, okay.
they were.
Holy shit. Damn, Tony. Is there any time when you're shopping and you're doing that kind of shit that you be like, I'm tapping the budget? Or do you just...
Every year, I have the same conversation with my old lady, and we just had it today. Next year, we're not going to do this. And she even told me, you say that every year. And I told her again, no, this time I mean it, though, because this time we went too far. And she even said, yeah, this year we went a little too far.
Wow. That's crazy, Tony. That's a pretty big number for Christmas. Like, I go out of my way to make sure that, like, my brother's little girls have what a good, nice, sizable, like, shit they want Christmas. And shit I want them to have that's going to annoy their parents.
Right.
Right? And my kids are a little bit older. Like Sebastian's super easy to buy for because he never asks for anything. So whatever you buy him, he's like appreciative. To where Milo's like me. If you buy him something, he'll be like, oh, yeah, I was looking at these, but I wanted this color and I wanted this. And I'm like, just show me some appreciation for the shit you got, right? But Milo's a little harder to buy for because you'll ask him or you'll ask him what he wants and he's or he gives you the list of everything that he wants and they're all about $1,000.
Damn.
And you're like, son, that's not gonna fucking happen. That's Christmas budget. That's not just for you. You know what I mean? And that budget, like, I'm pushing it. You crazy?
Do you put an envelope aside for every month you put X amount of dollars in it?
I'm gonna start because I waited too long this year, and part of my problem is that I've been pushing money out. Last year I ended up owing a lot for taxes, and I paid my taxes and I paid what Milo owed, and then I just paid a lot of money out last year. So, and then I know we hadn't talked about it. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I was gonna put solar on the roof.
Okay.
Solar, and they came out and we ran the whole thing and blah blah blah. So they came out and they put the panels up.
Oh, you got solar?
Hold on. They put the panels up. It's like, cool. He says, all right, a couple of weeks they're gonna come out and they're gonna put the new box. All right. So they come out. They put the new box, mounted it. They put the box with the switch and all the back and forth to the county. Or to, what do you call it? So then I got a call from one of their representatives. Hey, Mr. Lopez, we're just going to need to see the permit for the pool. Because the inspector came and said that it wasn't permitted. I was like, well, it doesn't have to be. And I said, because it's an above the ground pool. It's a vinyl liner pool. There's nothing, we didn't have to run any electricity to it. The plumbing is not attached to the sewer line, so there's nothing going down the main vein of the house. And she says, well, we have to have a permit before going forward. I said, great, well, let me know when you're going to send somebody out to complete that. I said, you guys came and told me that everything was fine. Everything was good. Nobody ever asked anything about the pool. You decided to put the panels up without verifying that it was. You came and you put a panel on the side of my house without verifying that was done. So, as soon as you guys get that done, you can complete that job. So I might have kind of at a standstill with them. I don't have the money to pay for a fucking... what do you call it for it right now?
A what?
Permit. If they even permit it.
They're not gonna. No.
Why?
Because the purpose of getting a permit is so at every stage of the build, they verify it's done correctly up to whatever the city requires.
Right.
So.
They don't city, it's county.
Okay, so, whatever the county requires.
So I've read and I've looked at stuff, and because it's a vinyl liner pool, above ground pool, whether it's in dirt or not, I should only have to pay about I think it's $15 per gallon that's in there. So it should only cost me about $1,500 for the permit.
Oh, okay. You got a little workaround, I guess.
If they accept it that way, you know what I mean. But they're gonna say, oh well, but it's buried and blah blah blah, and then they're probably going to try to make me put up a fence. The little meshy fence that goes around it.
Yeah. I mean, they might. That's something. I mean, sucks you got to do it. They might just make you put alarms at the the doors leading to the backyard, which is your bedroom and
Okay.
the
Well, those
dining
have them already, so we're good.
no, it's just special ones.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's no kids here.
Doesn't matter. And these special ones, you physically have to push a button every time you open the door to disarm it for a couple of seconds so you can open it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
And then the worst part is when you go back in.
Why? You have to do it again?
Yeah.
Jesus. You guys have those?
In my house?
Yeah.
No. But when I built my house, that law wasn't in effect.
I gotcha.
The only thing had to be, the only law as far as something like that was concerned was the gates leading to the backyard. They had a swing out towards the street.
Okay.
So if a kid came and tried to push it open, it wouldn't open.
Got you. Got you.
Then they went to a fence around the pool, and that didn't work out too well. So what they did was they did those alarms.
All
And
right.
then what happens is, once it passes inspection, they just remove them. The homeowner does.
Are they expensive? The little...
No, they're like little $20 things.
Really? Maybe I should put those on and show him. Well, I mean,
It's not even about the alarm. It's about the fact that
it's buried.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. I haven't heard back from them. I haven't gotten a call from anybody.
damn. Yeah, that's a rough one, kid.
Yeah. So you guys can come back and put that shit back to the way it was, but I don't know how the fuck you gonna do that with them holes in my roof. You're gonna have to fix that shit too. So I don't know. I gotta find out. Call the county Riverside and figure out all that bullshit out.
I don't know, man. Once you get involved in that, they might make you. I don't know.
I know, right? I should just leave it alone.
That's a tough one.
See, the thing is that my dad used to work for the county Riverside for the building inspection. But he's been gone from there for so long. I don't think anybody he knows still works there that I could call and say, hey, what's my workaround? What can I do?
That's a tough one.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
according to their records, this house doesn't have a pool.
Correct.
And see, that's another point. Because I've heard of people selling a house that's supposed to be a 3-bedroom, and they're selling it as a 4. And they're like, there's no 4 bedrooms in this house. Like, yeah, there's 4 bedrooms. You know, they added a room without a permit. It's like, gotta tear it down.
Oh, you got to tear it down, or you got to, there's something else that you can do. Because my parents' house had an extra bedroom that wasn't there before, and a washroom that wasn't there when they bought it. But they were able to sell the house.
I think it's one of those things that you might. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. I think it's one of those things that, as long as the buyer is aware that this doesn't have any permits, and if it burns down, it's
on them.
It's on them. But then that's when it becomes, okay, well, I don't want to pay as much because it's not permitted. So
right,
stuff like that.
Yeah, so I don't know.
But I'm sorry to say, I think your argument about, well, you didn't check to see if there was a permit for the pool.
That ain't gonna work.
No.
Why not?
How are they supposed to know you put in a pool illegally?
Well, shouldn't they check if they know they gotta pass inspection? Wouldn't you ask?
No.
Hey, that's pool and especially in the county, like all that shit's permitted, all that shit legit.
See, but here's the thing: why? Maybe they came to look at the cellars. Why would the inspector come to your backyard so far into the yard?
Because on that side of the house is the panel.
But isn't it towards the front of the house?
Nope, it's at the end of the walkway right there.
It's at the back of the house?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's on the side, but on the back.
Right, but at the end, is that because when they come to read the meter, they have to walk on the side of the house?
The meter's on this side. Oh, no, that one's got that meter there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the meter's over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they got to walk through on the side of your house just to get to the meter?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But that gate's always locked. I've never seen anybody because I'm on the average. Because I average on my electric bill out. So they don't even come in and read my meter.
You probably got everybody's got smart meters now anyways. Yeah, I don't know why they would have came back here.
Just to check, well, because they redid the box.
Oh, okay. The breaker box.
And they added that switch for
The shut off.
yeah.
That's a bad one.
Yeah. So I might end up with a volleyball court. Yeah, that pool's been nothing but a pain in the ass anyway, like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a rough end of 2023. We'll see how 24 goes. It just kind of So are you superstitious at all?
No.
At all?
No.
Do you have you ever heard like saving $2 bills is good luck?
I haven't heard that. However, my mother-in-law had this. I don't know if we spoke about this thing with elephants. It's a small statue, but it's like an elephant and a smaller one on top of them, and a smaller one on top of them. It almost looks like
a nesting doll, almost, yeah.
Like a pyramid, if you will.
Right.
And she stuck $2 bills in the loop of the trunk.
Okay.
And I think we still have that. So I don't know if that has something to do with your $2 bill theory.
And the $2 bills are the trunks facing the east?
No, I don't think. No, shit, no.
They're supposed to when you do have elephants, Mexicans say to point their face towards the east where the sun's coming up to fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know, but they say that Mexicans say if you get a $2 bill to save it. So this lady had come to work one day and she was gonna pay, and she had $2 bills, and fucking Manny had said something. Oh, $2 bills, blah, blah, blah. They're supposed to be good luck, and queso que el otro. I'd always heard they were bad luck. So she gave us each a $2 bill. So I had kept mine in my phone, in the case. And then things have been going kind of weird. So I just got rid of it. I was like, fuck that.
You know what?
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I carry a check.
Dog.
Wow.
I got a $2 bill behind my driver's license.
That's fucking hilarious.
And I don't think I would have known unless you. I don't think I would have remembered had you not just mentioned it.
Really? Oh, that's pretty funny.
In all actuality, though, now that I think about it, I'm not saying I'm superstitious, but like I won't walk under a ladder. Between the legs.
Well, yeah, but I think if common sense tells you not to, right?
Why?
Well, because people usually put shit on the edge.
No, well, I mean, for example, when I'm putting up Christmas lights,
okay,
I'll walk around the ladder instead of walking through it. I mean, is that superstitious? Yeah. I do it specifically because I heard it was bad luck.
Yeah, that's superstitious.
I guess, yeah, I'm superstitious to an extent.
Are you superstitious, or are you just, well, I might as well just walk around just in case?
Right, yeah.
Is that more of it?
Yeah.
Fucking people. So I just got rid of mine. Let's see if my pool problem goes away.
It might because, Rob.
Yeah.
And my wife works with this other lady, one of her coworkers. Both brought like the rocks back from Hawaii.
Okay.
And shit's always happening to the both of them.
Really?
Yeah, bad luck shit. And Rob, we always tell him, find that rock, kid. Send that back.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. We make the choices that we make create the issues that we have.
You know what? Yes, but
you got to be honest with yourself about it.
I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna lie. when he went to Cancun with us.
Yeah.
Okay, he looks like a gangster. I'll give you that.
Who, Rob?
Yeah. So when we were going through like the TSA,
Right.
who did they pull to the side to have to go look through his shit?
Really?
Yeah, it's like they picked him out.
Well, yeah. Absolutely. I would. Look, dude, that's some real shit.
What is?
That's some real shit for them to pull him out like that.
Oh,
You know what I
well,
mean?
yeah, but why? I mean, because he had that black rock. He ain't got rid of it.
No, it's because he dresses like a fucking cholo from fucking 1987.
Okay, but you don't think a cholo's gonna take down an airplane? You think about somebody else that's
Well,
like,
yeah, but you think, cholo got some shit he shouldn't have on him. Let's check him out. Motherfucker got a knife. He got something. He got weed. He might have some needles with some kuka in it. Like, you know what I mean?
but just stuff like that always happens to him. And same with the lady that works with my old lady. Like, dog, she falls and breaks her fucking toe. Shit like that. It's like, God damn, what's wrong with this girl?
Does she wear high heels?
I don't know. But just stuff like that happens to her. And they tell her, you need to send that rock back. You need to find it, mail it back.
Or do it, do it limpieza. You need to go see a curandera and she'll... Come on, man. Nah, I'm just got curandera and all that bullshit. I believe in all that shit. Hey, I seen my mom do some shit, dude. Like, Sebastian used to be really, they say he had, like, colic. Is that what it's called? Colic?
Yeah.
So, he'd be really fussy and really gassy and have a hard time going to the bathroom. And I think it was the iron that was in all the powdered milk that he was getting. Because he would breastfeed, but I don't remember why we switched to that. If it was time or if there just wasn't enough in her factory to create enough for him or what it was. But he started getting to where he was fussy. So when we were down, I'm like, yeah, man, he's just fussy and blah, blah, blah. He says, well, you should talk to her and see if she's okay with me doing it. So I pulled her aside. Hey, look, there's some shit that's going to happen that you may or may not want to be a part of. So you just got to believe in it. She's going to clean him. There's this thing called ojo that if he's in town and somebody admires him too much or they have bad vibes and they looked at him too much without touching him, it'll upset him. It'll upset his stomach and all that kind of stuff. Could be why he's having these issues. So she was all like, well, whatever she got to do so he'll stop crying at night. All right. So, they take the egg and they rub it all over the body and blah, 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 light a candle, and they do step over the candle in the sign of the cross and say prayers and blah, blah, blah. And then before they put him to bed, they crack the egg, put it in a bowl, slide it under where he's going to be sleeping, and put him to bed. And then in the morning, you look at the egg, and if the white part of it is cooked, then he had eye. Somebody was looking at him with, either malintentions or looked at whatever the case may be. And sure enough, the egg was turning white, so we took it to the backyard, buried it, said a prayer, buried the egg, and put all he was fine after all that. It was just like Sebastian when he was a kid. I don't know what it is. I haven't heard him have it lately, but for several years, dude, probably till about 10, he used to get hiccups really bad. All the time, like just out of nowhere. So when we were a kid, when I was young and my little sister and and my little brother would have the hiccups, my mom would put a little piece of red string on their forehead, just a little dot, just whatever it was. The TV guide was always torn because the words TV were always in red. Any kind of fucking advertisement from Kmart was torn to shit. Just so that we can get that little red spot on their forehead. You'd put it on, dude, and immediately the hiccups would go away.
Stop.
I'm serious. That's what my ex said. She said, shut up. That shit does... Watch. I said, you just got to believe. And we sat there, and my mom was holding him. He's always got hiccups. Give me a little bit. Put it on her tongue so you got a little saliva. Put it on his forehead. She rocked him twice and he stopped. No more hiccups. Just see, I told you. It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you. I bet you there's a lot of people right now. Yeah, my mom used to do that shit too. It's crazy. And there's a lot of people that'll come in. It's not like when I was a baby. I used to have seizures up until like 1, maybe 2. But I think it was because of the milk that they were giving me. Maybe the lactate, my body couldn't take it, so it would send me into convulsions. But they would take me to doctor after doctor after doctor, and they wouldn't know what it was. The fucking whatever MRIs, whatever they were doing back then when I was a kid to try to figure shit out, test after test, they couldn't figure it out. So they took me down to, Mexican healer. And, she checked me or whatever, and she gave her, I don't know, some kind of a plant, and told her, you're making a tea for the next 30 days, blah, 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 and she should take it away. And don't give him that anymore. Give him this, blah, blah, blah. Sure enough, no more.
That I can believe.
And then the same with my mom. So, everybody talks about all of a sudden all this shit with, oh, you got to be gluten-free, And everybody's surprised by, oh, what's gluten? Come on, are you really that fucking, are you really that fucking soft? Like, how do you make bread? What are the main ingredients in bread? Flour and what?
Water.
Right. So when you were in elementary school and you needed to paste shit, what did they make it out of? Flour and water, right? Gluten. Bitch, you've been eating glue your whole life. You know what I mean? No wonder your stomach's all... We've been eating glue. Right? So, it totally makes sense that you probably shouldn't be eating that. If you stop, you're going to be able to pass that shit in your stomach a lot easier. You're not going to have issues. So, back in the day, my mom was... I guess she was getting sick. And she had gone to that same doctor and was asking her, well, do you eat tortillas? Yeah. Flour? Yeah. Don't eat flour tortillas anymore. You only eat corn. Don't eat flour tortillas anymore. So as far back as I can remember, that's all my mom would eat was corn.
Really?
She said that I went to the doctor. She told me no more flour tortillas, that I could only eat corn, or that I was gonna die young. I'm like, holy shit. Okay.
I can only eat flour. Unless it's specifically a taco, it's got to be flour.
Really?
Yeah.
There's the thing about corn is they get cold too fast. Like you gotta heat them and keep them in one of those nice warmers. Like you can't. And I don't know how people of white people heat them up in a fucking microwave.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. In a microwave?
Yeah, you never of heating flour tortillas in a microwave?
Oh, flour, okay. Yeah, again, I don't fuck with flour too much. I mean, no, corn.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody doing corn in
I never heard anybody doing
in a microwave, but in the other one, they would stick together if you did them that way. But I do like 4 at a time on the comal, because they're kind of sticky like that. They get humid and they stick together. So you just start with the first one and flip it over and flip them as you go, and they stay warm like that. But I have one of those warmers to keep them in. So
with a lid.
Yeah, and I like them with beans. Those are the best. We used to buy them like sometimes we'll get them at Cardenas, but. Bro, when you get them at Cardenas, they sell you like 155,000 tortillas in one bag. And it's like, hey, dude, I just wanted a couple with some butter and salt, bro. Like, I don't need the fucking family-size bag. Like, nobody's coming to breakfast with us. But that's the best. When I used to work at the bank, this lady used to pick them up in the morning, and she'd pick them up with a tub of butter, and we'd fucking mow through them with just salt and pepper and butter. Fucking awesome, dude. It's the best. Dip it in your coffee just a little bit. It's good shit. You know what? You don't like tortillas with butter?
No.
What?
No.
Really?
Especially are you talking flour too?
Flour too. Those are good too.
You're putting butter on the corn ones?
Oh, those are when you buy them when you buy them warm from the tortilleria.
Nasty.
That's fucking bomb, dude. And you know what? On the corn ones, when you put jelly on them, it's even better. It's better than on flour.
Nasty.
You tripping, dude? That's some good shit. Good eats.
You said you talked about stomach. I'm feeling kind of sad now.
What?
You didn't even ask me how my camera went.
Oh, because you redid it this Friday, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I just kind of figured you'd lost the camera again. You come up with some kind of bullshit excuse as to why you didn't get it done. Did you do it?
Okay, we got to go back to Thursday.
Hold on, because I'm gonna straighten some shit out. I texted you on Thursday to see how it was going, and you sent me a picture of you on the toilet.
That wasn't Thursday.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
No, that was Thursday night.
Is Thursday not a part of Thursday?
But you making it seem like it was during the day. Thursday night, I was on the toilet, yeah.
Well, right, because that's when you were starting your cleanse, right?
Yeah.
I was asking how things were going.
Okay.
That's what I did. What do you mean I hurt your feelings just because I didn't ask? I was winding up. All right, so...
So Thursday, I start my cleanse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go to my mom's house.
Why would you do that?
Because it was my mom's birthday. And we had the perfect traditional meal. KFC.
Oh, wow.
Now here's...
Well, shit, that would have started your cleanse anyways.
Well, the worst part is like Wednesday, my brother texts me. He's like, hey, going to mom's tomorrow for her birthday. I'm going to pick up the KFC. And I was like, word. I was looking forward to it, dude. I was picturing the buckets on the table. I was picturing the aroma. Dude, I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect.
You were there already.
Yeah, kid. Oh, I was looking forward to it. And then I told my wife, hey, tomorrow, KFC, my mom's. She's like, you going to go? I was like, why wouldn't I go? She said, because you start your cleanse tomorrow. You can't, you're not going to be able to eat. And I was just like, oh, I can't believe it. Heartbreak number one. I was heated, kid. So 12 noon Thursday is when I start my liquid diet.
Okay.
6 p.m., that's when you start the laxatives.
Okay.
So I took it, went to my mom's house. No, excuse me, I didn't take it. I took it to my mom's house. Because we went there like at 4:30, let's say, 5.
So realistically, you still could have eaten, right? I'm sure you ate a little bit.
No.
No?
I'm following the rules, kid. I'm not a rule breaker.
Okay.
So my brother comes
Sissy.
my brother comes in with the food, right? Kid, not only did he get 2 buckets of KFC, 2 family meals, he brought 2 pizzas too, kid.
Oh, wow.
And he brought 2 cakes.
He was really fucking with you.
He didn't know.
Oh.
He didn't know. I didn't tell him. I forgot to tell him that I wasn't going to eat. Dog. 2 buckets, 2 pizzas, and 2 cakes. And I was just like, I can't believe this.
And you couldn't have none of it.
I couldn't have any of it. When we sat down to eat, I went and poured my laxative into water. And all I was doing was just drinking that water with that laxative, right? And then all of a sudden, dude, I was starting to get sick. But I was getting real bad at my mom's house. Like, I started having asthma. Like, I haven't had asthma in years.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while since I still got pumps and stuff, but I don't really use them. So it's been a minute. Matter of fact.
Brought one with you?
Here. Because I had to take it right before I came. Look.
Wow.
Dude, I was getting sick over there. Like, I was getting hot. And then after about maybe hour and a half, straight to the toilet. It kicked in.
That fast, huh?
Yeah. I was surprised how fast.
So were you still at your mom's house?
Yes. Now, here's the worst part. I didn't tell anybody this. I'm watching them eat, and I'm like, man, that looks so good. Oh, that looks... And then at one point, I saw my brother dig into a bucket, and you could see, like, the grease on his hands from picking up the chicken from the skin. And I was like, oh, that looks so good right there. I was like, oh, man. So we went home. They had so much left over that they actually gave me like half a bucket of chicken and some of the sides.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I wound up eating some on Saturday. And I'm fast forwarding too much, but I still can't really taste because I'm so sick.
Right.
So it just wasn't the same. Anyways, so Thursday night when I was at home, at one point I was on the toilet and you actually texted while I was on the toilet. So I actually sent you that picture.
Right.
Well,
what he sent me a picture of was his underwear over his feet, not. So let me ask you a question, because I know that you had to put that little poo-poo catcher, the little basket.
Not yet.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm just cleaning. I'm just exhausting everything.
Right.
So the next morning I get up and I go to the doctor. So it's the same nurse that brings me in.
Why'd you go to the doctor?
To take the camera pill.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So she brings me in. She goes, "Hi, Mr. Pacheco." Da, da, da. She goes, "I'm going to have to go over all the instructions with you again. I'm sorry, but, just have to do it even though we've already done it." So she explains everything to me again. She pulls the camera out. She goes, "Okay, we're going to wait for it to flash." And it's got power, and it flashed. She gives it to me. So I drink it. And she goes, "Okay," she showed me the catcher again. And then then she takes the FedEx envelope, right? And it's a flat envelope, the
Right.
cardboard ones. And she goes, "Okay, Mr. Pacheco." She sticks her hand in it.
You see how there's nothing in here, Mr.
No,
Pacheco?
she goes, "Mr. Pacheco, this is what it's supposed to look like when you take it to FedEx." And then she pulled her hand out. And she goes, and she puts it to the side so I can see how skinny it is. And she goes, "It's not supposed to look like this." And I was like thinking to myself,
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I ain't stupid.
So I'm on my way. I go home. And, dude, I'm sick all day, kid. Because Thursday night, I really didn't sleep.
Right.
Between being sick, I couldn't get comfortable, and then I kept having to go to the bathroom. So I figured I'd sleep all day Friday, kid. And I didn't sleep a wink on Friday at all.
Wow.
Dude, horrible. Did not sleep at all Friday. My old lady comes home from work. Dude, I was down for the count. I was bad. That was Friday. Saturday, woke up, was feeling a little better. So now I'm waiting for the camera to pass. And first time it passed like at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. maybe.
Right.
Dude, nothing all day. And, I'm kind of pushing, nothing. Nothing.
Shoot it out.
My old lady comes home from work. Rob had his Christmas party on Saturday.
Okay.
Thanks for coming, by the way.
I do what I can.
So, it's a potluck. So I had in the oven 2 turkey breasts.
I mean, had I been invited, I probably would have gone. But go ahead.
So, we're making the turkey breasts, and my old lady's like, "Yo, if you don't pass that camera, we ain't gonna go regardless."
Damn. Like
No,
that.
I agreed. This is important. And I had told Rob at one point, we actually spoke that morning. I said, "Yo, I haven't passed this camera, and I'm not feeling too good. If I don't, I ain't gonna make it." And he was nice enough to say, "Yo, you could bring that contraption to my master bedroom and put it on our toilet, because he's like, I want you to come,
Right.
You can use our bathroom. Nobody else will use it. Blase, blase." And, that wasn't going to happen because my old lady's like, "No, this is too important," which I agreed. It's too important. I got to figure
You ain't
this
losing
out.
another one.
Right.
You need to.
So I'm, she's making arrangements to get a ride to the party with Marta.
Oh, wow.
So I start making it. We start packing it all up. She's already dressed. She's almost ready to go. And I was just like, let me just go give it one more try. And I sat down. And I was kind of pushing, maybe 5-7 minutes.
God damn.
And then all of a sudden, I pushed and you heard a smack against the catcher. I yelled out to my lady, "It passed, I'm going." She goes, "I'm getting on the phone right now. I'm canceling my ride." I said, "Word up."
That's hilarious.
And this time it didn't. I didn't feel it necessarily come out. Like the first time I felt it. It was like ooh.
Right.
And then you hear that. I heard that sound. This time it kind of just came out. And I heard the sound. So I cleaned it off like you're supposed to. And my old lady took it. She put it in the case. She put it in the Ziploc bag. She put it in the FedEx. She sealed it, and she took it to FedEx on Monday.
Nice. Does it bother her going to FedEx?
No. So camera's been taken care of. Hopefully I will hear from them in the next week or probably not because of Christmas.
So that was Friday, like
That's Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, so they probably don't even have it yet.
Yeah, well, no, she sent it out yesterday, Monday.
Oh, okay.
Because Sunday they were all closed.
Right on.
Then it went to Rob's party. The night went on. His stepdad, funny dude, Howard. Rob was telling me the story. He was telling me the story that Howard went on a couple-day binge.
Oh, wow. Right.
And he said that. So it was just the three of us, and Rob's mom heard where she used to work. They used to work together, I think, if I remember correctly. And I guess she was fixing something with one of them big like pipe wrenches.
Okay.
And so she was like fixing something, and I guess Howard showed up, like to work, like he hadn't been home in a couple of days.
Oh shit!
And it sounded like it wasn't the first time. It's just there were times when he would just do this,
Right.
And I guess he was saying that he walked up to his mom, and she was like, she had a wrench on something, like kind of bent over. And he said when he got close enough, she took the wrench and swung on him. And I think she hit him.
Oh, shit.
And, dude, I was just dying. The whole story, I was just fucking dying laughing. And his stepdad was, like, sitting there just like, looking down. He's like... And he just goes, yeah, I did drugs. Dude, with a straight face, he was just like... Yeah, I did drugs.
That's amazing.
Dog, I was dying, kid. Oh, that was the funniest shit. Just the way he did it, we're laughing. He wasn't laughing with us. He was just like, yeah. Like, yeah, that happened. Yeah, I did drugs.
Fuck. That's hilarious.
That shit was funny. Rob's house was actually, the party was pretty good because it turned out to be, which, by the way, happy birthday. It's his daughter, Renee. She's turning 30 Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so it turned out to be a Christmas party / birthday party for her.
Oh, okay.
So he set up like this bar, and his oldest daughter, she kind of like worked it as a bartender.
Oh, nice.
So it was pretty nice.
Well, I saw that he had sent out that text, and I was like, he was saying something to Lou, and I questioned it, and then he sent out the
Invitation.
The invitation, but I was at the Firebirds game.
What?
Yeah, me and my sister went. She's a ticket holder.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So she called me and said, hey, are you working? And no. Well, let's go. All right. So I don't remember seeing, because he said, here it is. I sent it out a while ago. I hadn't remembered seeing it I thought maybe you guys were having a little sidebar. I didn't see it. So my bad, Rob. My malo. I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, here you go.
So
Stop with your salty balls.
and then Sunday didn't do much.
How's Phil doing?
Phil's doing okay. He's doing all right.
Yeah, he pulled through. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Good.
We went out to dinner Monday. San Miguel right over here.
Oh, okay.
For, if you remember, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they're twins, their birthday was the week before.
Oh.
And we were supposed to go the week before. But Phil had he had to have surgery. So, after he got out of surgery and everything was okay, we decided they wanted to still have the dinner, so we went, and he actually showed up. So he's doing all right.
Oh, good.
He says he just gets tired real fast, shit like that. And it's just gonna take a while to heal up.
So just kind of slowing down, taking care of himself just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I ran into I shouldn't say I ran into, but he was there. Old friend, a friend of Rob's. I haven't seen him in a minute. His name is Sean. New listener.
Okay.
And he's hitting me with all these questions about stuff we talked about. I'm like, I don't really remember. But he started like, I guess he listens to the new ones.
Okay.
But then he'll actually go back and he started like at episode 1 with your old crew.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he's telling me, but I'm like, yeah, you don't have to listen to those. But it was good seeing him actually, because I had that long of a conversation with him, and his son, I think his son has graduated or is graduating this year, high school. Xavier.
Oh, nice.
That's his name. We were talking about him going to college, which is good because he wants to go to college.
Oh, yeah, that's real good.
And so he has a couple of options that they're looking into, and I said, furthest you can go away, the better. Because I had hit him with, like, what do you think about COD? And they were like, oh, no. I was like, hey, there's nothing wrong with COD. Shoot. But hopefully he'll be able to go somewhere kind of far away.
Look, if he doesn't get a full ride right off the bat, COD's the way to go.
That's what I'm hearing.
You know what I mean? You go get all your general ed out of the way, and then make the transfer to a 4-year, and then you only have just your the mechanics of what it is that you want to do. You know what I mean?
I told him, I said, and if I tell kids this, it's not at face value, meaning when I say, go away. It's not like go away, get away from your parents type deal. It's more like go away so you can experience
the world.
Yeah, exactly. So you know how it is to live somewhere far away, somewhere different that you're not used to.
Right.
That's kind of what I was trying to tell him. Not like get away from your dad and get away from your parents type deal. Get away from here. It's more like, yo, see what's out there. See what, life has to offer more in Cathedral City type deal.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's really important just because a lot of people here, dude, so I have family in Coachella. And hey, I live there in Thousand Palms, right there by where, mom and dad used to live. Blah. Yeah, but that's so far. So far? That's like a 30-minute drive. Like, what do you mean so far? Like, what's the big deal? Although Desert Hot Springs is really far. But it's just, like everybody here, like there's so many people, dude, that have never left this valley.
Yeah, exactly.
It is so weird. You say, hey, so have you ever? No, I've never been there. The fuck you mean you've never been there? Oh, yeah, I've never left the valley.
Yeah, well, I mean, at most they've gone to San Diego, L.A., and Vegas. Other than that,
and all those places have been there once.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy to me. Oh yeah, we went to a Raiders game. Right on. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy though. You're right. There's San Diego, L.A., and Vegas.
Yep.
Fuck. Or Arizona, right? Like Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been to Phoenix. Some fucking family gathering or some bullshit.
When I'm not sure if we spoke about this. Did I ever tell you about when I went on the college trips with my kids?
Oh no.
When they were like in 10th grade, I believe it was. Not junior. It could have been a junior, 11th grade. The school took them on college road trips.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. We hit like maybe 6 colleges during this 3 days. And when I went with my son, one of the schools, we hit UC Santa Barbara, just a bunch of schools.
All California schools?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up north, San Francisco,
San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, we went there.
Cal Poly.
Yep. And when we went to San Jose, the teacher who was leading the group, she made an announcement. She says, "Okay, everyone, this school in particular, I want you to tell me, everyone to tell me how what they think about it when we get back on the bus. I don't know why she said it at the time. And she goes, but I really want you to pay attention to this school and let me know your thoughts. So it was San Jose. And so we toured the campus and I liked it. I was like, this is nice. I could see myself coming here when I was in graduating high school. I was like, this would have been my school.
That's exactly what she was looking for. But go ahead and I'll explain myself.
And it might be the same answer that she said after the fact. So anyways, we toured the campus. It looked nice. I looked around at the students. Everything looked great. So we get back on the bus, and she was like, so what do you guys think about this school? And some of the kids were like, yeah, we like it, da-da-da. And I was like, shit, this is the spot. And she was like, a lot of kids, we come here every year, and a lot of kids really like this school because it reminds them of home. Because of a lot of Latinos. Everyone looks like everyone that you go to school with back at home. She goes, and you guys need to understand, you need to break out of that. You need to, learn new things. You can't just stick around with what you always know. And I was like, she's right. That's why I liked it so much, because I was like, I felt comfortable there. Yep. I didn't feel comfortable at UC Santa Barbara.
Yep.
I didn't feel comfortable at Berkeley.
Yeah, I don't think anybody feels comfortable at Berkeley.
But, I didn't feel comfortable. It's not that I didn't feel comfortable. It was like, ooh, this is intimidating, I should say.
Why'd you find it intimidating? That's an odd word.
Because I didn't think it was someplace I could have gone when I was graduating high school.
Yeah, you probably couldn't have. Not to be a dick. I'm just saying, scholastically, because that's a really, a lot of people that are really, how do I say it without sounding like a dick? I couldn't go there. I know that I couldn't keep up with half the kids at that school, in class and learning the shit that they learn. And, it's a very scientific, but it's very artsy-fartsy as well. You know what I mean? Just like Cal Poly. You and I couldn't go there. We're not going to be fucking scientists. You know what I mean? We're not going there to study biology or...
Well, you can speak for yourself.
Tony.
But again, this is exactly why she was like, I want you guys to really... Don't just go here because it reminds you of home.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not telling you not to come here, but don't go here just based on the fact that it reminds you of home. You need to break out of your shell. You need to explore the world. And I was like, she got some good points.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be. But then again, that could be the whole push to go to Berkeley. Although if you've never lived in a big city like that, that would be intimidating. I think the city around the college is more intimidating than the college itself. Although I would have seen you at Rasputin's a lot.
Where?
It's called Rasputin's, and it's just they have this. It's a building, bro, and it looks like it used to be like an old library, and it's all music, upstairs and downstairs, and they sell used and new and eclectic and all kinds of different shit there, and they have videos, and they have a porn section, and they have new stuff, and they have used stuff, and they have clothes. They have and they have one there, and they had one in Hayward, and it was fucking bad, bro. It was like the alley on steroids, bro. It was fucking bad. Or Record Alley on steroids. It was dope going in there. You could find records that were like, holy shit, right on. I wasn't a DJ or have fucking turntables, but I still could have walked out of there with a stack full of fucking records. Oh shit, when am I going to see that again? But yeah, I bet you'd be there rather than the fucking bookstores. You know what I mean? Do you read a lot?
I used to. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. No. And the only reason I'm saying that is because now, when I used to go to the bathroom,
yeah,
I had a Kindle.
Oh, okay.
So I would read a few pages. But now unfortunately I bring in the phone. and I'll play dominoes or I'll watch.
Well, you know that you can download your Kindle on your phone and you can read on your phone.
Oh, thanks.
Wow. Just call me. Thanks, Dick.
But I also read the news, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's unfortunately. So yes, I do read a lot because I'll read my Google homepage, see what news stories are. But sometimes I go to YouTube and do that too.
I myself, I try, but I have a stack of books in my room that I've bought over like the last 3 or 4 years, and I still have yet to read. I bought them over over a course of time, and I have them. That looks like that'd be a good fucking read. And I buy it, like I'll read what it's about and blah blah blah. And you know what book fucked me up though?
Harry Potter.
No, that you know what? I read all of those books, and I couldn't put them down. I read the last book in a day. I couldn't put it down. I stayed home from work so I could finish reading it. It was that, like, the lady she writes that well. The way she tells a story, you're on a ride.
I didn't like reading fiction.
No?
No. I like to read a lot of biographies, mainly like rock stars. But I'm not into.
So you didn't read books. You read You read like The Source. You read.
No, it's just I'd rather watch a movie if I'm right. If
2 hours on and gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to read how certain people navigated their lives is more interesting to me than.
Yeah. Yeah. I just can't. I don't know. It may have been, maybe now that I'm feeling better and I don't fall asleep when I sit down right away, I could sit and read. But for a while there, I'd pick up a book, dude, and about 3 sentences in, I just couldn't do it. The only book that I could ever stay awake for like that was that Harry Potter series. She wrote that well. It was really fucking weird, dude.
The best book I think I've ever read is the Motley Crue book.
Okay.
They made a movie on it on Netflix.
Okay.
But the movie wasn't as good as the book.
They never are, they say.
Dude, the book is incredible. I forgot what it was called. That book is incredible. Oh.
Now,
shit they did.
I tried reading the Born Identity series, because my boss was big on him, and he would come in and he was a reader. Oh, dude, you gotta read this book. So he lent me the first one, and I just kind of hung on to it, and I was like, hey, how long should I hang on to it before I give it back to him? Because I'm not gonna read it, but I'm gonna act like I read it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I couldn't get into it. I read it, and I'm like, it was like, you know how the fight scenes are?
Uh-huh.
Like they're really cut up, and reading it is the same way. You're like, you feel like you're getting punched in the face when you're reading it, because you're like, it's just weird, bro. I did that, which is the one of Charles Manson, which is supposed to tell about his involvement with the CIA or FBI and all that bullshit that, all the conspiracy theories that he's supposed to be involved with all that shit with those people. And that's why all those murders and all those kind of things had happened. And then I have the one with Al Capone. And then I was watching a TikTok, and this lady had told her story, was talking about her story, and she had actually written a book about her life, about how her dad, I think it was her dad or something, that had raped her and all this kind of.
Damn.
I bought the book. I thought, God damn, like, if your life is tough, or you feel like it's tough, and somebody writes a book about a life that's clearly tougher than the one you got, read it and shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I felt. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I need to read it and just shut the fuck up. I bought it. I don't think I've ever even, like, broken the spine on it. Like, I have it.
That Motley Crue book is called The Dirt.
Okay.
And one of the stories in it was, I've never forgotten it. The bass player, his name is Nicky Sixx.
Right.
And this is when they were first starting out. He actually lived in an apartment with one of the guitar players from a band called Rat, named Rat.
Okay.
And so it was in a complex that, the way he described it was, it wasn't a lot of units, like maybe around a pool, that type of deal.
Right.
And he says one night he got with one of the neighbors, a chick that lived across the way. So he said he woke up the next morning, and they used to dress like really weird, especially when they were first starting out.
Right.
And he said he was walking back to his apartment, and like the manager of the place was like cleaning some stuff up, maybe doing some gardening or something. And he says they locked eyes, and the manager looked at him like he was like scared, like what the hell is going on with this guy?
Right.
And he's like, what's this problem? It's because of the way I'm dressed, type deal. So he says, walks to his apartment, and his roommate, the dude from Rat, was like, dude, what happened to you? You get in a fight? He's like, what are you talking about? He said, you got blood all over your mouth. He says, and he looked in the mirror. He's like, oh, she was on her period.
Oh, wow. Wow. Fuck.
I mean, it's just story like that, story after story after story, kid. Dude, that's a good read right there.
Holy shit. And then I started to, and I put it down. I just didn't want to get into it. I have a conspiracy theory book called Upon a Pale Horse or something like that. I've never gotten too far into it. It's very, very intricate. But that's if you're into conspiracy theories and you want to delve really deep into it, get that book. That book will fuck you up. I'm telling you. On some real shit. Perfect Christmas gift for somebody on that, want to go crazy.
I saw that movie, speaking of conspiracy theories.
What movie?
End of the World.
Oh, yeah, people have been talking about that, right?
Yeah. My brother and my nephew at my mom's house were telling, because my wife and I wanted to see it.
Okay.
Because everybody's talking about it. And they said they saw it. They were like, oh, we love it. Oh, it was the best movie. And my nephew even said that he watched it twice. Because he watched it the first time, it was so good that he went back to catch any little stuff that, that you don't really pick up watching the first one that makes sense on why they do certain things.
Right.
So my wife and I watched it, and she liked it. I didn't like it. Okay. First of all, it was slow. Do you know what the movie's about?
I'm assuming that it's about people that just turn up missing because they've gone to heaven or whatever, and then everybody else is left?
No.
Okay.
The movie's about the world going to shit, in a sense.
Okay.
And these two separate families, they have to live in the same house because, like, there's no internet. The power keeps going out. They can't get on the TV. There's no radio. They don't know what's going on.
Oh, shit.
So, like, when it first happened, like when the power and everything first goes off, they see, like, quick glimpses of, it says hackers have attacked the United States satellite system. And then that's it. It's just, the TV's just snow. So they don't really know exactly what's going on. And they're like not out in the boonies, but they're out not necessarily in a city.
Right.
And
small town, middle America.
That type of deal. And so one of the guys in the movie, he was saying that he let's say he's a money manager, something along those lines.
Okay.
And he does money stuff for some high-end people. And he was saying that he was told, I don't remember exactly why, that other countries, if they want to make a country fail, like the United States,
Right.
take away their communications, take away a lot of stuff, plant stories that they're being hacked or they're being attacked by other countries.
So they'll stay off all that shit.
And what happens is, what winds up happening is they start to turn on themselves. And what part of the movie was, they went to a neighbor's house to try and get some medicine because one of the kids got sick.
Right.
And the neighbor, he was Kevin Bacon. He's a great actor. They knock on the neighbor's door, and so Kevin Bacon looks through the window, and they say, "Hey," I don't remember his name. Let's just say Kevin. "Hey, Kevin," and Kevin says, "Back up off my porch," and I'll open the door. And they're like, "What?" He's like, "Back up off my porch." So they take a few steps back. He opens the door with a shotgun. He's like, "What's up?" They're like, "Oh, we're just checking to see if you have any medicine. My kid's sick." Da da da. He's like, "Yeah, I got some medicine, but it's for us."
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, but," he's like, "Yeah, but nothing. What I got is for me. What you got is for you." So in a sense, that's what he's saying. Like,
Right.
that's how they get them to turn on each other, not trust each other, shit like that. So that's kind of what. But it took a long time to get there, in regards to the movie.
Okay.
A long time. And then it was one of those movies that when it ends, it doesn't end. It just stops.
Oh, it was
And I
an M.
hate
Night
that shit.
Shyamalan movie.
Exactly what I told my old lady. It's like that movie Knock at the Cabin, where they don't really know exactly what's going on. Is it true? Is it not true? Because they don't have communication. Exactly like that movie. And as a matter of fact, the M. Night Shyamalan movie was better than this one. So if you didn't like M. Nights, don't watch this.
Don't watch this. Well, I'm glad you told me all that because I fucking hate M. Night, Mama Lama, Shama Lama, Rang Lama, Ding Dong movies, and I'm not gonna watch that one if it's worse than that one.
I thought it was. My old lady thought it was better, but I think she's just more of a Julia Roberts fan than anything.
Julia Roberts is in it?
She's the mom.
Okay. Well, now I might gotta see it then.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It just dragged on a little too much.
No, I thought maybe it was. I thought it was in that series. Again, it's my ex-father-in-law was they were really religious people, and again, he tried to get me into reading, and he would read this series of books that. Fuck, what was the kid's name that was in that show? It was him and his sister, and the kid next door would come over, but he was a fucking goofball. Cameron?
Growing Pains?
What's the older brother's name? It's Cameron, right?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Kirk Cameron?
Kirk Cameron. All right, so he's really religious and shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he started and became a part of this series.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking
And
about.
I think the last one I saw was it's called Left Behind.
Yes.
I thought it was along those lines of a movie. Okay, so it's not a religious thing.
No. But it wasn't that great at all, in my opinion. I'll give you another. The way what happens is Julia Roberts' family rents an Airbnb.
Okay.
Okay, so they rented an Airbnb, and that first night, a black man and his daughter come knocking at the door, and if you're gonna watch the movie, you don't want to hear about this, just stop listening now. So they open. It's like midnight, and they open the door. Like, who's knocking at the door?
Why the fuck would they open the door?
Yeah.
Anyways.
So they're like, "Excuse me, this is our house. Do you mind if we come in?" They're like, "Hold on, what do you mean this is your house?" And so he tells Julia Roberts her name. Yeah, I'm Scott. We did email back and forth so you can book the house. And they're like, okay, what do you want? He's like, well, we had a problem in the city. So it was easier for us just to come back home because there's some things going on in the city we don't understand, which everything was breaking down already.
Okay.
So it was kind of awkward, obviously. So the owner, the man and his daughter, she's like 20. They said, okay, tonight we'll sleep in the basement. So because we're not going anywhere in a sense, we gotta stay here. But you guys rented the house. We're gonna give you your money back, but we need to stay here, so we're just going to the basement. So they slept in the basement, and the family, Julia Roberts' family, had to run in the house. So the next morning they all wake up, they're talking, whatever, what's going on. No internet, no phones, no nothing. So either it was that day, Julia Roberts' family decides, okay, we're gonna drive back to the city. And the dude told her, you're not gonna be able to go. Freeways are backed up. Everybody's trying to leave.
All kind of shit going on.
Yeah, it's so they leave. They can't get out. It's all backed up. They come back. Now, here's where I'm like, this is some bullshit. The family comes back. Now, if I was the owner of the house, I would say, all right, y'all want to stay here? You can take the basement or take the rooms that are empty. The dude and his daughter still slept in the basement.
That was nice of him.
Shit.
But I ain't giving you your money back.
Well, at this point, they realize money ain't worth anything.
Right. Holy shit.
But another good part about it, the one good part about this movie, when they were trying to leave, they roll up and it's like traffic is backed up.
Okay.
So all they see is like a bunch of cars in front of them, and they're all white Teslas, and they're like crash into each other. Dude, mile of Teslas crashed into each other.
Okay.
So Julia, they park and they're like, "What's going on?" So she walks up to see if there's anybody, and she's looking at them, and all the cars are empty, and they all got stickers on them, like when you go to buy a car, the price and all that stuff. And she's like reading it, and it says, they all computer operated, self-driving type deal. And so she's like, she figures out that they're just being driven
as far as they can.
Yeah, by themselves, right? So she looks like in the distance behind her car, and they see a car coming. So the husband's like, "Oh, let's wave this person down to see where they're going, see what they're doing." And so she's sitting there and she looks back at all the Teslas, and she looks back and she sees it's a white Tesla coming.
Oh shit!
So she's yelling at her husband, "Get in the car! Get in the car!" So they jump in the car, and this car is flying towards them, and they manage to get out of the way, and it was just an empty Tesla on autopilot, and it crashed into the other ones.
Wow!
So they spin a U-turn and they start going back, and then all of a sudden, like 3 or 4 Teslas flying towards them, kid, and they're like trying to dodge, and just these cars are just going towards them, and nobody's driving them. So it's kind of like
So people are watching them on satellite and sending Teslas after them.
It's possible.
That's what I would gather watching a movie, right?
It's a trip.
Wow.
But it ain't that great of a movie.
It sounds like they leave a lot to the imagination.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They leave it too open. Mm.
And again, the way it ends is horrible.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh my God. Let me put it this way. I don't even need to tell you how it ends. And if you're watching it, you're going to be like, it's going to end right now. It's going to end right now. Because I'm telling you, it's the stupidest ending. And you'll be like, yeah, this is what he's talking about. And then it's going to end. You're going to be like, he was right.
Wow. That bad, huh?
Oh my God, it was horrible.
Holy shit.
Even my old lady has to admit that was a bad ending.
Now I want to watch it just to see how bad the ending is. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. They were at a sideshow, and they were all sitting outside of this fucking. The car was doing donuts and shit, and they were in an SUV, and they're all sitting on the outside of the SUV, like on the windowsill of the windows, right? While the driver's driving around and doing donuts and sliding and doing all this shit. He hit something, and the fucking truck flipped with all those kids.
Ooh.
And he crushed them all.
Damn.
Like, fucking crazy, bro. Like, when are our children gonna realize, hey, stupid, stop doing that shit? Especially out in the open, you see it all the time. It's always some fat kid that's watching it. All of a sudden, they fucking hit him, throw him fucking 30 feet, and then the car's got this big old fucking dent in the side of it. The kid's crippled for life. Like, it's crazy, dude. I just, maybe I don't want to go back to B-22. Not in this era, but like maybe back when we was growing up. But nowadays, bro, it's too much fucking dumb shit. All right, so any final words before we go?
It's gonna be a couple weeks before we come back.
Yes, please hang tight. If you guys haven't listened to all of us, go back and start the catalog from the beginning and check it all out. You know, give you something to listen to over the holiday. If not, we will be back after the new year.
Yep.
And enjoy.
My kids are coming Thursday, both of them.
How excited are you for that?
Pretty excited.
Yeah, you sound it. Fucking douche. Yeah, great.
Yeah, I like I said before, I got some uncles coming into town with their families. Because my grandfather, he turns 100 his birthday's New Year, Christmas Eve. So my mom's having a pretty big dinner for him.
Nice.
So that should be fun. And also, Luis's son.
That's it? No birthdays, no nothing?
Yeah. Nephew's dad. Big
Okay.
Fred. Turns 64 this Thursday.
Wow.
Fred Sharan. Happy birthday, Fred.
Whoa, wait. Nephew's dad is 64?
Yes.
He's 12 years older than we are?
Yes.
How old is Jim?
43?
Fuck, we're old, bro.
He's exactly 10 years younger than me. And Luis's son, Diego, he signed to a university this past weekend.
Oh, because he was being scouted, right, for football and stuff.
Yeah, they went through to a couple of college. They took a couple of college trips to go visit, see what places he would like, and see what places offering him the most. And for football.
And he's going to Missouri.
Yeah, he's going to what's it called, Missouri Western State.
Wow.
And he's gonna play football over there.
Well, congratulations, man.
Yeah,
That's a big thing, and good for him for getting away from California. And
Just like I said earlier, you know, you get a little taste of the world that's out there.
heck yeah,
That is nice.
experience and live some life, my son.
Yeah. This Friday, she's turning 6.
Nice, is a good age.
My dog Peanut, happy birthday. Don't look at me like that. Peanut's birthday's this Friday.
Are you taking her to do fucking pictures with Santa Claus?
You know, I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised that we haven't broke down and gave her like steaks and stuff for dinner, because that's what we used to do with my other dog. But yeah, it'll be a while before she gets those. We're trying to hold back as much as possible. You know, when like we used to go to brunch every year in Las Casuelas.
Right.
Back in the day, my old lady would bring a gallon-sized freezer bag. And she just, every time somebody went up, we'd get sausages and bacon, and she'd fill that Ziploc bag.
That's fucking
for the
hilarious.
dog. So she'd have a treat like every morning for the next 2 weeks.
That's hilarious. Fuck.
And she used to sneak it too. She'd have it open in her purse on the floor.
Right.
And we just constantly be dumping stuff into it. Like I said, Robert's daughter Renee, she turns. Oh, her birthday's Christmas Eve. Happy birthday, Renee!
Happy birthday, Renee.
And on the 30th, Rosebush's son Aiden, he turns 15.
Nice.
15. Happy birthday, Aiden. That's it.
That's it. Right on. Well, hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Enjoy your family. Have a great time. And we'll see you guys after the beginning of the new year. Love you guys. Thanks. Go.